Hey everybody, it's Wags here. Got my Hexie here. Now I have got the FrSky D4RII receiver and also transmitter. It transmits telemetry back to the Taranis radio. And I'm just going to show you how I eventually ended up setting it up. Now I used to fly this with a 3S, but I decided to go 4S. In fact, I wanted to fly it with 4S and 3S. So I got this little regulator from Hexacopter in Australia. And what this does is it powers my video TX and FPV camera. Now when I plug a 4S LiPo into the machine, I need to down convert it to a 3S voltage. So that's what this thing does. But the beauty of this is if I put a 3S on there, it doesn't do any conversion. It just lets the power go straight through. So I can use the best of both worlds to fly a 3S and 4S. And also I've got this little FrSky. Also got this from Hexacopter. And what this allows me to do is I've plugged in the wires basically outside of this. So whether I get a 3S or 4S, I'm going to get like 12 volts coming out the end there. It goes into this little board, and then that plugs into the side of the FrSky D4 Mark II, I believe. And then the cool thing is when you turn the radio on, it there's my Taranis. I need a bigger desk. Turn this on. It is on. I'll just turn it off and I'll turn it back on.
Welcome, Wagsy. Let's carve up the skies. Gratitude. Expo off. Hexacopter.
Right, now this button here, if I flick,
0 dB.
That's my signal strength, and of course the machine's not booted up yet, so I'll just
0 dB.
leave that on like that. And I know I should have the props off, but hey,
0
I used to ride motorbikes 100 mile an hour everywhere in the middle of the night and dodge kangaroos, and I'm still alive. So yeah, I live dangerously.
97 dB.
So my Hexie is just booting up there with this. I've got this 4S 4200 LiPo on the back there, and I've got the REVO flight controller is in there. So we're just going to put that over there. And now back to the radio, if you can see that. There we go. Now
87 dB.
I can turn that off, but that's telling me my signal strength.
89 dB.
89 dB. And if I flick this switch,
87 dB. 12.2 volts.
it's telling me my voltage now.
12.2 volts.
And you can see here, it's telling me my voltage. And that's my signal strength, 85. It's varying. It's quite funny actually. If I get real close, it drops. But if I go away a little bit, it goes back up. So that's my radio battery. And that is my voltage for the LiPo. So even though it's a 4S, the little converter that I've put in, where is it? This little converter, it's dropped it. So I'm always getting, whether I got a 3S or 4S in, I'm getting a 3S voltage, which is good. So I've got that, and of course my RSSI. Now what I can do is I can turn those sounds off, and I can have it so every 5 seconds it just talks to me, and I can turn them both on. So how cool is that? So when you're flying around, it'll tell you, and also the radio is set up so if it drops below a certain voltage, it'll tell me that my voltage is low, and also there's a critical alarm, and also the same signal strength. If the signal coming from the little FrSky transmitter receiver on the Hexie there, if that's low, it'll tell me that my signal is low. So there you go. That's some of the cool things. Well, that's one of the main reasons why I've moved to this Taranis radio. But you know, I just love being able to do things like that. Right. I think we need to get out in the park and try her out in the air. Thanks for watching. Bye.